Brainerd Public Schools archives allowed for members of the community to come and see artifacts from former students from the Brainerd Lakes area that went to fight in World War II and were subsequently forced to participate in what became known as the Bataan Death March. Reporter Daniel Purcell has more in this week's In Focus.
The Brainerd Public Schools archive put on the Boys from Bataan exhibition to remember the 194th Tank Battalion who were subjected to the Bataan Death March in World War II, 44 of whom attended Brainerd Public Schools.
What we're attempting to do today is to impress upon the public and those who are already knowledgeable such information and knowledge that we have in archives about the men of Bataan, the boys of Bataan, and in particular those who had that association with the school district.
The exhibition lines the hallways of the Washington Education Center, the very same hallways that some of those soldiers walked as students.
And unlike today, the National Guard unit of the time, 1940, let's say, was formed by young men from around the immediate area. So these are guys that grew up playing basketball together on the court that's behind us here. And were classmates in this building, acted on this stage.
The Bataan Death March killed tens of thousands of Filipino and American soldiers. Of the 44 men that attended Brainerd Public Schools, only 18 returned home.
They fought gallantly, and at some point they were ordered by their command to surrender. When they surrendered, American command had arranged for transport to the prisoner of war camps about 60, 70 miles away. The Japanese commander said, no, you're not going to use those, we'll take care of that. Well, their taking care of it was marching.
For John Erickson, the curator of the exhibit, the display serves as a reminder to what the young men died for, protecting democracy.
The phrase is, remember Bataan, never forget. That resonates through this community, and it's our job now, those of us who are here now and know something about this, to find ways to emphasize the importance of history and tradition and the gallantry of those men. They saved America's bacon because they kept Japan off the doorstep of America for 4 months, and then they paid the price.
Reporting in Brainerd with this week's In Focus, I'm Daniel Purcell, Lakeland News.
There are memorials all throughout the Brainerd Lakes area in remembrance of those who died in the Death March, including the Nisswa American Legion, which is named after Billy Brown, one of the men who died in that tragic event.
This In Focus segment of Lakeland News was brought to you in part by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Lakeland News is a nonprofit news organization. Donate to Lakeland PBS today to support your local news team.